Good morning, students. Today, in the second part of this chapter, we'll try to understand why do we need democracy. People all over the world, especially the newly independent country, they want to have democracy in their country. Now, we say so many good things about democracy, that democracy is the best form of the government, and everywhere in the world, people countries they try to follow it. Now we are having 7 decades of democratic democracy in our country. Almost 70 years are over. And what this democracy has given to us, you see there is widespread of poverty, there is unemployment, even chaos in the country. And we are asking for democracy. Some people argue that the British period was better, or some people say that we should have dictatorship in our country. Now, in this topic, we'll try to understand, we'll compare the argument in favor of democracy as well as argument against the democracy. The argument against democracy, first of all, we know that leaders in a democratic country, they keep on changing. We know they are elected for 5 years. In some countries it is 6 or maybe 4 years. And this leads to instability because there are many things like education or like health or like employment generation. They need a lot of time, and a leader thinks only for elections. So leaders keep on changing and they just look for their power. Then democracy is all about political competition and power play. Means you have seen practically that leaders they don't talk about morality, or you can say that there is no scope for morality in the democracy. Then in a democracy, whenever a decision is to be taken, lot of delays are there. We have many examples in our country or in the world that a decision is taken after a long discussion and lots of delays, like GST, goods and service tax. We are discussing in the parliament from last 10 years or more, and it has taken a lot of time, delay in the country. So democracy decisions are delayed. Then sometimes elected leaders do not know what is best in the interest of the country. It leads to the bad decisions. You can give the example of demonetization or lockdown. Sometimes elected leaders may make mistake as well. Then because leaders keep on looking for elections, they have an eye over the elections of central government or the state governments. So this leads to corruption. Then ordinary people they don't know what is good for them. So most of the time they are not able to decide what is good for them whenever it whenever it comes to cast their vote during election. They take mm, wrong wrong decision. They choose wrong leaders for them, and then they so there are many arguments against democracy. So in this argument, it is very clear that democracy is not a magical solution for all the problems. Means if you have democracy, then it is not necessary that the poverty will be problem of poverty will be solved or terrorism will be solved. No, but it is better than other form of the government. So let us talk about argument for the democracy, argument in the favor of democracy, and we are having a very good example of it. If you compare the famine in China in 1958 and 61, then it was worst recorded famine in the world history. It is said that close to 3 crore people have died in this famine. Now, during the same period, we too had this famine, but the response to this situation was very different. You know, India is a democratic country, so the government has taken very quick steps, and therefore our response to the famine, to this disaster situation, was very swift. Now let us talk about few more argument for the democracy. Democracy is, you can say that democracy is better than other form of the government because it responds to the needs of people. Then the democracy is accommodative, means it accommodates a lot of people, so therefore it is accommodative. Then it is an accountable form of the government. Democracy is accountable form of the government, means it is always accountable to the people, means the leaders are answerable to the in the parliament. Opposition leaders, they criticize the government, so they are answerable to the parliament as well as to the media. The media, they always scrutinize them, criticize government. So therefore the democracy is far better. Another strong argument for the democracy is that democracy enhances the dignity of citizens. In democracy, the poorest and the least educated have the same status as rich and educated. So, democracy is based on the principle of political equality. Then, lastly, we can say that democracy is better than other form of the government because it allow us to correct our own mistake. So you have seen in if you remember last few years, then in the case of demonetization or GST or lockdown, the government takes various corrective measures in the way. It is called course correction. Therefore, we can call democratic government is a better form of the government because it is accountable to the people than the other form of the government like monarchy and other form of the government. So, students, actually The quality of democracy depend on its citizen, the voters. You can see in this cartoon, uh, it's quite interesting one. It was published in Canadian election in 2004, and then in that election, everybody was hoping that the Liberal Party, which was ruling, will win again, or they will come to the power. But what happened next time, means what happened during election? That Liberal Party lost the election. So this cartoon clearly indicates that democracy gives power to the people, and people have the power to change their rules. So this is best thing actually about the democracy. In this cartoon, the the gentleman is saying, we voters are angry and we are not going to take it anymore. The liberals have been arrogant. They are proudy. They have broken our trust in the government. So therefore, what the voters will do in the next election? They are going to bring them back. So it is a satire, and it provokes the people, and therefore the people have taken their own decision and they change their government. So this with this cartoon we are concluding our lesson, the second part of this chapter. We'll meet you in the next clip, in the third part of this chapter. Till then, thank you.